Bailey Bybee. This is my audience. My name is Bailey Bybee, and today I will be giving my persuasive speech about the problem with cosmetic surgery in society. 3 elements that are vital to this presentation are the origin/history of plastic surgery, the physical dangers and costs of it, and as well as the negative impacts it has on society and individuals. So I'd like to begin with a quote by Kathleen Hale. She said that part of body positivity is about accepting that there are certain parts about your body that you dislike. That's empowering. Now I included that quote because recently there's been a kind of movement to rewrite the narrative surrounding plastic surgery and relabel it as an empowering practice, which it isn't. And first, before I begin, I'd like to clarify something about plastic surgery. There's 2 subgroups, which are aesthetic/cosmetic plastic surgery and then reconstructive surgery. Reconstructive plastic surgery is about restoring bodily function to parts of your body that have lost that function. And then aesthetic/cosmetic plastic surgery is altering your appearance for aesthetic reasons, and that's the type of plastic surgery I will be talking about today. So they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I feel like there are some pretty universal truths. Sunsets, flowers, Christmas lights, or even Brad Pitt. And depending on the generation and society you grew up in, you and the members in your community likely share some ideas about what beauty should be. And in modern America right now, this beauty ideal is largely represented by the Kardashian clan, who have a severe hourglass-shaped body, ambiguously ethnic features, but they're still distinctly white. Now, let's examine the origins and history of plastic surgery. Now, throughout history, women have always had to go through these oftentimes painful, physically altering experiences in order to fit into beauty standards. For example, in ancient China, women would wrap their feet tightly in order to achieve the small kind of dainty feet that was the beauty standard at the time for them. And I believe the first documented case of plastic surgery was in 6th century BC in India, but the modern movement as we know it now originated in the early 20th century. And at the end of the Victoria era, there was a rise in consumerism, and with that, the beauty industry became bigger and more influential, and now people were more focused on external looks and beauty. And fast forward more years, World War I became a big game changer for plastic surgery because these veterans were coming back from the war with disfigured faces, and now surgeons were tasked with using reconstructive surgery to give economic independence back to them. And what I mean by that is that our society has always prioritized beauty. There's a major beauty bias in our society, and physical ugliness has always been a marker for evilness, while beauty has been a marker for goodness. For example, in Cinderella, the evil stepsisters are purposely depicted as ugly, and then Cinderella, who's the good, innocent character, is depicted as beautiful. Now, moving on to the physical dangers and costs of plastic surgery, which make it a risky and dividing procedure. So plastic surgery can cost thousands of dollars, and lip fillers, I believe, cost around $683 per syringe, but that only lasts 6 months to a year, so you have to come back and get more. So plastic surgery is kind of this never-ending process, and it's highly addictive and expensive. And as for the costs, that creates a class divide where the rich are beautiful and then the poor are ugly. Now, for the physical dangers of plastic surgery, every surgery has its risks, but for plastic surgery, you risk having an unnatural/unattractive end result, bleeding, scarring, nerve damage, and sometimes even death. So that is not fun. Moving on to the negative impacts of plastic surgery on individuals and society. According to the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, plastic surgery is at an all-time high right now. More people than ever before are getting it. And this, in 2018, I believe, most plastic surgery operations were performed on 92% of people, and 92% of them were women. And that is because in our society, there's an unequal pressure towards women when it comes to age and beauty. And also in our patriarchal society, there's this idea that real men don't care about their looks. And so women, there's this kind of strain of feminism that are saying that self-objectification is powerful, is progressive because it's profitable, according to Gia Tolentino. And that is simply incorrect. And social media is the culprit in making this kind of idea, making plastic surgery be more popularized. And in a 2019 study conducted by Kathleen Hale, she interviewed mostly women who had gotten plastic surgery, and all of them, every single one of them, said that social media influenced their decision to get plastic surgery, and also that they felt insecure whenever they went on Instagram. And that just goes to show that plastic surgery is largely driven by insecurity. So when you are encouraging plastic surgery, you're encouraging this insecurity to just develop and fester in everyone. And now, I'd like to conclude by saying that throughout my own research for this speech, I found myself scrutinizing my own features, and I invite you to scrutinize your own and think about the features you like and the features you don't like. And it's not a good feeling at all. And that's what plastic surgery encourages, and that's why we can't tolerate it. Because while I do not blame anyone at all for getting plastic surgery work done, because we're all trying to survive in our world, it is a process that is dangerous, that is made from society's so-called ideas of what beauty is, and it drives insecurity and dissatisfaction in life. And so I just invite you to consider that in your own life. Thank you, and have a good night.